Hey, hey, Walkman, Z here. Just quick thoughts. Uh, trying my best to be celebratory of Razor Ramon Scott Hall's life, and he did a lot of good. Um, I was never as a kid in a position to meet wrestlers, and just for the simple fact that I just I watched it. I watched I was more of a for the longest it was WWF, and when WCW came along, I was a teenager, and there was a gap there. Like I would watch superstars with my brother. He liked Hogan. He was trying to build up his body and watching him lift weights, push ups, all that good stuff. Uh, but yeah, seeing him on WCW Nitro, the Wars was real. It was more me watching that versus flipping back and forth. It was a time where I did go back and forth, and then it was more WCW, and I was in disbelief at the time that Hollywood Hogan was Hollywood Hogan. I thought he was in my teenage kid brain. I'm like, nah, this is not real. This can't last. It's like you gotta remember, I'm freaking 7, 8, looking at Hogan, the ultimate good guy, and now here he is, this pure asshole. Like, nah, but I understand it now. Of course, you look back, you understand things better. Whether it's music, stuff for entertainment, real life, you understand it more, as time goes on. But Scott Hall, he was, you know, how he had the mannerisms, the toothpick, how he had the toothpick in his mouth, two in his ear, in tribute, you know. But I'm not gonna be here to just want to say rest in peace. For it's weird for you. No, actually, no, because Terry, I was gonna say for a wrestler, he made it. He's doing pretty good as far as goes for a wrestler. Rowdy Piper. That's the name two. Two of my favorites. It was always Rowdy Piper was my favorite. Then it was Savage, and then maybe Hogan. Just the people who I gravitated towards. But yeah, but yeah, man, he lived a good life. I mean, he got himself. I'm quite sure, and it is and this goes to show it's never too late to even clean yourself up. I mean, he was. I remember seeing pictures of him after WCW went out. And then he left after things didn't work out with WWE. And seeing how he looked back, 2005, 6, and it looked like we could have dropped at any moment. I mean, I could tell like it was a picture of him and his wrestling, and he's in a corner of the ring, and he's like pulling up his his elbow pad, and it looked like he didn't look exhausted. He looked like he was drunk. There's a distinct difference. It was just a picture, a still frame. I'm like, fuck. Thank you, Didi. Thank you for First of all, it starts up here when you want to change. Get yourself cleaned up. So thanks to his good thinking, getting his stuff cleaned up, and going to DDP and everything. They good that they have it's proven whatever he's doing over there, he's doing it works. It helped out Jake the Snake immensely. But he made it. He rest in peace, guys. Got all on that. That's all I want to say. And anyway, there's a little bit go into there's a few things on Raw for this past Monday. Monday was it March the 14th. Rhea Ripley for no, not Rhea, Bianca Belair and Dewdrop for I believe the eighth or ninth time fought and no surprise. Bianca wins. But after that, Becky comes and attacks her. The beatdown was great as far as her establishing her being a badass heel. It was the first time where it seemed like she was a heel, literally, other than cheating. Cheating doesn't, but this beatdown showed that she was. This is the first time since SummerSlam that she seemed like a legit heel. Dressing up with loud clothes is not. It's a factor in it of being a heel, but this doesn't mean you're a heel. But she attacked Bianca Belair after she won. It was great. She grabbed her by her braid and pulled her. She wrapped her chair around her head. First, she smashed her face into the chair. They wrapped it around her head, and then she pulled her braid into the steel turnbuckle, and while it was around her head, and impacted her throat. So she said next time it's the hair, bitch. But it better not be no damn hair versus hair match or some sort of stipulation. Like Bianca, no matter how I don't care how much of that is an extension. That is literally an extension of her personality. Her hair and that hair whip is great. The only way I would be cool with this. No, she has to fucking win at she has to win at WrestleMania. I was about to say, well, if she loses, no, she has to fucking win at WrestleMania. This she has to. But I was about to say if she loses, and this is the way her getting it, because she might be tired of it. I don't know. But if that's the case, she doesn't have to have it be a factor in that damn storyline. She can just she gets I guess this would be a good way to do it and make it part of the storyline. I mean, things that happens in real life do enhance entertainment, showmanship. But no, she has to fucking win. She has to. Bullshit. Finn Balor and Damian Priest fought again 2 weeks ago. Finn Balor won, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, Vince having some. He's having some hopes or some what I should say. Maybe the rumors or that he doesn't really trust Finn as far as as being a top guy. Maybe he changed his mind again. That's one of Vince's things. He changes his fucking mind. But anyway, he fucking loses the U.S. Championship. So Damian Priest wins it again. Which I have nothing against Damian Priest, but this could have. What was wrong with waiting 3 more weeks until WrestleMania, or having some sort of build towards it? Why does it have to be on a random ass fucking Monday Night Raw? I mean, I'm fine with title changes. This is how you know that they don't give a fuck about the IC. The WWE doesn't give a fuck about the IC title or the USA Championship. It's like, it's fine. It makes it unpredictable when the title changes. Yeah, on a regular weekly show. But it was, this is 50-50 booking once again, man. Like, he loses it, he wins it, then he loses it, then he wins it again. It's like nobody looks strong here, and he won it clean. It's not like nobody cheated, but no interference. It was some stupid shit. It was Ridge Holland was on commentary. Not commentary. He just sat by commentary. And then Finn Balor went to go do the coup de grace, the top rope jump into the shit, and he stops for no fucking reason. He stops, looks at Ridge Holland. Oh my. Anyway, this gives Damian Priest a chance to go ahead and give him the reckoning, which what did he give him? The reckoning? What was? No, he gave him the razor, basically the razor's edge. I guess in memoriam to Scott Hall. So I'm like, what the Anyway, that was the 2 main gripes. Like, what the fuck, man? One more. Last thing is Cody was they were in Jacksonville. Cody was supposed to show up. He didn't show up. And I'm hoping it was just all bullshit. I already told you my thoughts on that shit. It's on the channel. But it would make the product more interesting if he's there. But I would be just still disappointed in him, you know. But it would make the product more interesting. But he so they wind up having this stipulation where with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, where he so Seth Rollins was like, well, how about we fight? Whoever wins gets this interview Stone Cold. Anyway, they have a match. Seth loses, and so yeah, Seth still doesn't have any opponent. So apparently that's who the opponent's going to be. I listen. This could be just WWE, but with the little hints and drops with the whole nightmare and undeniable and shit like that. They could be just playing the whole audience, because Vince McMahon really doesn't give a shit about the fans. I mean, even though he has this thing. Supposedly, he has this thing where he doesn't want to tease a match if he's not going to actually do it. But at the same time, he really showed that he doesn't give a fuck about on a regular basis. He doesn't give a fuck about the audience. He's like he's like, this is what's going to happen because I say so. He has that type of attitude. This is my plan, and you're going to like it one way or the other, or don't watch. Fucking bullshit. All right. Well, look, it's Wednesday. Tonight's Dynamite. So I want to have a review. Almost, if it all goes well, be up sometime between Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon of Dynamite. My thoughts on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this a review of Korn's this will be part 3. Korn, 3 tracks of Korn's Take a Look in the Mirror album, their 5th album, their last album that had all of them on it. It's on my part 1 and 2 is on my other channel, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here. Well, part 3 on here too, just to see how y'all like it. So anyway, so yeah, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and comment.